Hello and welcome to the Living Live Discourse on the Greatest Call channel, the global voice for expanding consciousness. We are about to embark on a journey that transcends time, geography, and culture. A journey that explores the wisdom of the ancients and the profound advice they have bequeathed to us through the ages. Our world is an intricate tapestry of beliefs, philosophies, and cultures, each contributing its own unique threads to the larger narrative of humanity's collective wisdom. Today, we're going to explore the top 10 pieces of advice from this vast repository, advice that has been proven true by the test of time. We will journey through the spiritual landscapes of the Upanishads, Tao Te Ching, Vedas, Bible, Quran, and the teachings of ancient philosophers and cultures. These profound texts and philosophies have been the guiding lights of humanity, offering wisdom and advice that have shaped our civilizations, our societies, and our individual lives. Why, you may ask, are we turning to ancient wisdom in a world that is continually advancing? The reason is simple. While our circumstances may change, the fundamental human experience remains consistent. The questions we grapple with today are the same questions that our ancestors pondered thousands of years ago. Questions of purpose, of morality, of human connection, of the nature of the universe and our place within it. These ancient texts, philosophies, and cultures offer us a mirror to reflect upon our own lives and the world around us. They provide us with a compass to navigate the complexities of life and the challenges that we face in our personal and collective journeys. So, as we traverse this path of knowledge and wisdom, let us approach it with an open mind and a receptive heart. For each piece of advice that we explore, let us not just hear the words, but truly listen to the wisdom they convey and consider how we can apply this wisdom in our own lives. So, without further ado, let us delve into the first wisdom nugget. We begin our journey with the profound wisdom from the Upanishad. Emerging from ancient India, the Upanishads serve as the philosophical backbone of Hinduism, offering a wealth of knowledge and wisdom that transcends time and geography. Among the multitude of teachings, one core advice resonates profoundly: the concept of Aham Brahmasmi, which translates to I am the universe. This is not a statement of ego, but an affirmation of unity and interconnectedness. In essence, Aham Brahmasmi suggests that we are not separate entities, but integral parts of a vast, intricate cosmos. It's an invitation to recognize the divine within ourselves and others, to understand that our actions ripple outwards, impacting the world around us. This wisdom encourages us to treat others with kindness and respect, as we are, in a sense, interacting with different expressions of ourselves. Now, imagine applying Aham Brahmasmi in today's world. In an era where division often takes center stage, this ancient advice urges us towards empathy and understanding. It pushes us to see beyond our differences, to acknowledge the shared humanity that binds us all. Consider the impact of such a shift in perspective. When we view ourselves as part of a whole, our actions take on a new significance. Our choices, no matter how small, can contribute to a greater good, amplifying positivity and unity in our communities. Moreover, Aham Brahmasmi prompts us to find purpose and meaning within ourselves. It challenges the modern narrative that external achievements define our worth. Instead, it teaches us that our value comes from our inherent connection to the universe, a connection that remains constant amidst life's ups and downs. The Upanishad's wisdom, although thousands of years old, remains strikingly relevant. It offers a compass to navigate our complex world, guiding us towards unity, empathy, and self-discovery. Such timeless wisdom, isn't it? Now, let's move on to our next piece of ancient advice. Our next stop is the enlightening words of the Tao Te Ching. As we delve into the world of this ancient Chinese text, we encounter profound wisdom that has shaped and continues to shape countless lives. Penned by Lao Tzu, a wise sage from the 6th century BC, the Tao Te Ching embodies the essence of Taoism, a philosophy and way of life that emphasizes harmony with the Tao, a concept that signifies the natural order of the universe. One of the most striking pieces of advice from this text is the idea of Wu Wei, often translated as non-action or effortless action. This doesn't mean doing nothing, but rather suggests that we should align our actions with the natural flow of life rather than forcing against it. It's about finding the current and going with it rather than swimming upstream. This wisdom encourages us to let go of our need to control every aspect of our lives and instead trust in the natural unfolding of events. Another gem from the Tao Te Ching is the advice to embrace simplicity, patience, and compassion. These are considered the 3 treasures of life. Simplicity in thought and action brings clarity and reduces unnecessary stress. Patience helps us to accept life as it is, without rushing or forcing things. Compassion, both for ourselves and others, fosters a sense of interconnectedness and love. In today's world, where we often find ourselves in the whirlwind of constant productivity and competition, the Tao Te Ching's wisdom provides a refreshing perspective. It nudges us to slow down, to be patient, to simplify, and to act in harmony with nature and our own inner nature. The wisdom from the Tao Te Ching is timeless and universal, applicable to anyone, anywhere, at any time. It serves as a gentle reminder to us all that the art of living lies not in striving and struggling, but in aligning with the natural rhythms of life. Incredible, isn't it? Now, let's journey to our next wisdom source. We now explore the teachings of the Vedas. The Vedas are a collection of ancient scriptures, considered by many as the bedrock of Hindu philosophy. Those texts, composed thousands of years ago, continue to be relevant today, offering timeless wisdom and guidance. The primary advice from the Vedas can be encapsulated in the Sanskrit phrase Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which translates to "the world is one family." This profound concept encourages us to view all forms of life as interconnected and interdependent. It urges us to step out of our individualistic perspectives and embrace a more holistic worldview, recognizing that we share this earth with countless other beings, all of whom are integral to the global ecosystem. This teaching is not just philosophical, but also practical, inspiring us to live with compassion, respect, and a sense of responsibility towards others and the environment. In a world increasingly plagued by division, conflict, and environmental degradation, this message from the Vedas is more pertinent than ever. Another significant teaching from the Vedas is the principle of dharma, which can be roughly translated as duty or righteousness. It is the moral compass that guides our actions, the ethical standard we strive to uphold. The Vedas advise us to live our lives in accordance with dharma, to act with integrity, fairness, and respect for all life. Incorporating these teachings into our lives today isn't about adopting a particular religion or cultural belief. It's about embracing a universal ethos of unity, compassion, and ethical living. It's about recognizing, our shared humanity, our shared home, and our shared responsibility to protect and nurture it. The Vedas teach us to see beyond our differences, to value the diversity of life, to act with kindness and integrity, and to cherish the world as our shared family. These are not just spiritual concepts, but practical guidelines for living harmoniously and responsibly in a complex, interconnected world. Such profound teachings, don't you agree? Let's move forward to our next ancient wisdom. Let's now delve into the guidance offered by the Bible. The Bible, a collection of sacred texts and scriptures, has been a beacon of moral and spiritual guidance for billions around the globe for millennia. One of its key teachings that resonates deeply is the Golden Rule. In the book of Matthew, we find the words, "So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you." This simple yet profound precept encourages us to treat others with the kindness, respect, and fairness we wish to receive. In the world today, where social media often amplifies negativity and division, applying the Golden Rule can be a powerful antidote. It encourages empathy, understanding, and compassion, elements that can bridge gaps, heal divisions, and foster a more harmonious society. Another vital teaching from the Bible is the concept of forgiveness. In the book of Colossians, it states, "Bear with each other and forgive one another if any of you has a grievance against someone. Forgive as the Lord forgave you." Forgiveness, while often challenging, releases us from the shackles of resentment and anger, paving the way for peace and healing. In an age where grudges are held and disputes are escalated, the act of forgiveness can be a transformative force. Lastly, the Bible espouses the virtue of love. In the book of Corinthians, we find, "Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud." This passage challenges us to exercise love in its truest form, a selfless and unconditional love that seeks the well-being of others over self-interest. In a world where selfishness often takes center stage, embracing this form of love can be a revolutionary act. These teachings from the Bible, though ancient, hold timeless truths. They invite us to cultivate empathy, forgiveness, and love, virtues that can greatly enrich our lives and the world around us. Truly inspiring, isn't it? Let's continue our journey to the next wisdom source. Our journey continues with the wisdom from the Quran. This holy book of Islam, revered by millions across the globe, is a rich source of guidance and wisdom, a beacon that illuminates the path of life. One of the most profound pieces of advice from the Quran is the concept of sabr, often translated as patience. Sabr is more than just waiting. It's about showing resilience, maintaining positivity, and keeping faith during times of hardship. In a world where we often crave instant gratification, this advice remains as relevant today as it was 14 centuries ago. Sabr teaches us to persevere, to endure, and to never lose hope. The Quran also advises us to seek knowledge. Read in the name of your Lord who created, it instructs. This is an exhortation for us to learn, to question, to understand. The pursuit of knowledge is seen as a noble endeavor, a way to better ourselves and the world around us. In a time when information is at our fingertips, this advice serves as a reminder to use this privilege wisely and to always strive for enlightenment. Another piece of advice is the importance of good deeds. The Quran says, "Indeed, good deeds do away with misdeeds." This encourages us to act with kindness, to help others, and to strive for justice. It's a call to action, a reminder that our actions have consequences and that we can make a difference in the world. The Quran's wisdom is timeless, applicable to every era and every individual. It provides guidance on how to live a fulfilling and meaningful life, encouraging patience, the pursuit of knowledge, and the importance of good deeds. These teachings resonate with us today, helping us navigate the complexities of our modern world. Such enlightening wisdom, don't you think? Now, let's proceed to the wisdom of ancient philosophers. We conclude our journey with the wisdom of ancient philosophers and cultures. Our exploration of timeless wisdom takes us to the world of ancient philosophers and cultures. Let's delve into the profound wisdom they have imparted, the significance of their teachings and their relevance in our modern world. We start with the ancient Greek philosopher Socrates. Socrates was a staunch believer in the pursuit of knowledge. His famous dictum, "Know thyself," is a profound advice that encourages self-awareness, introspection, and personal growth. It urges us to understand our strengths, weaknesses, and values, which is as relevant today as it was in ancient times. Moving on to Confucius, a legendary Chinese philosopher who emphasized the importance of moral integrity and respect for others. His advice, "Do not do unto others what you do not want done to yourself," is an early form of the Golden Rule. This principle of empathy and respect for others is a cornerstone of ethical conduct and harmonious coexistence in society. Next, we turn to the Stoic philosophers of ancient Rome, like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius. They advocated for a life of virtue and wisdom, and their teachings encourage us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. The Stoic philosophy of accepting life's ups and downs with equanimity is a valuable approach to maintaining mental peace in our fast-paced, unpredictable world. In the rich tapestry of ancient cultures, we find nuggets of wisdom that resonate with us today. The Native American cultures, for instance, held a deep reverence for nature and its interconnectedness. Their advice, "We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children," underscores the importance of sustainable living and environmental stewardship. Similarly, the ancient African philosophy of Ubuntu embodies the belief in a universal bond of sharing that connects all humanity. The saying, "I am because we are," encapsulates the spirit of empathy, community, and shared humanity. It's a powerful reminder of the interconnectedness of all humans and the importance of unity and solidarity. Finally, we touch upon the Maori concept of wanaungatanga, which emphasizes the importance of relationships, family, and community. It teaches us that our relationships and connections with others are what truly enrich our lives. These ancient philosophers and cultures, though separated by time and geography, share a common thread: the emphasis on self-awareness, empathy, respect for others, and a deep connection with nature and community. Their wisdom, distilled over centuries, offers invaluable lessons for personal growth, moral integrity, harmonious living, and environmental stewardship. What a journey we've had, exploring the wisdom of the ancients. Now let's summarize what we've learned. What an enlightening journey through the wisdom of humanity's history. We have traversed the continents and the epochs, delving into the profundity of human thought, distilled into advice that has stood the test of time. From the Upanishads in the East to the Bible in the West, from the wisdom of Lao Tzu to the teachings of ancient philosophers and cultures, we have gleaned insights that are as relevant today as they were thousands of years ago. We began with the Upanishads' wisdom, which urged us towards the path of self-realization. The Upanishads taught us that the ultimate truth resides within us, and that by peeling away the layers of illusion, we can connect with this divine spark. This wisdom reminds us that our lives are not confined to the material world, but are connected to a larger cosmic reality. From there, we moved on to the Tao Te Ching's enlightenment. Lao Tzu's ancient text encouraged youth to live in harmony with the natural world and to embrace the ebb and flow of life. The Tao Te Ching taught us to be like water, to be flexible and adaptable, yet powerful and persistent. This wisdom is especially relevant today as we navigate a rapidly changing world. Next, we explored the Vedas' teachings. These ancient texts emphasize the importance of balance in all things, from our physical health to our emotional and spiritual well-being. The Vedas taught us that living a life of moderation and self-discipline can lead to peace and fulfillment. This advice is timeless, reminding us to strive for balance in our fast-paced, often chaotic modern lives. We then delved into the Bible's guidance. The Bible encouraged us to love our neighbors as ourselves, to show kindness and compassion, and to seek justice and righteousness. This wisdom continues to resonate, reminding us of the power of love and the importance of standing up for what is right. From the Bible, we moved on to the Quran's wisdom. The Quran taught us to cultivate patience, to value knowledge, and to strive for moral excellence. The Quran's advice underscores the importance of personal growth and ethical living, principles that are just as important today as they were centuries ago. Finally, we explored the wisdom of ancient philosophers and cultures, from Socrates' exhortation to know thyself to Confucius's golden rule. These timeless teachings encouraged self-awareness, empathy, and respect for others. These principles remain crucial for fostering understanding and harmony in our diverse world. Remember, the wisdom of the ages is always within our reach, waiting for us to grasp it and apply it in our lives. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery on the Greatest Call channel. Until next time, keep expanding your consciousness.